Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, as a person affected by leprosy, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to address you at the CRPD conference today. I want to use this opportunity to ask you to remember three things. Remember leprosy, remember persons affected by leprosy, and remember organizations of persons affected by leprosy. First, remember leprosy. Many people have the impression that leprosy is an ancient disease, and it might seem incongruous to speak about it at a modern human rights conference at the United Nations. Sadly, leprosy still exists across much of Asia, Africa, and South America. Although it's curable, leprosy still dehumanizes. It still causes people to be rejected by their families and society. And it still means that a person affected by leprosy struggle to access the rights that they are due under the CRPD. Across the world, there are 4 million people living with disability because of leprosy, and many millions more who live with what the UN's former Special Rapporteur on Leprosy Discrimination has called the impairing effects of leprosy-related stigmatization. So first, let's start by remembering that leprosy exists and it deserves its place within the CRPD. Second, remember persons affected by leprosy. When we meet together and write political declarations and talk about including the underrepresented in policy and programs, persons affected by leprosy are so underrepresented that they do not even make the list of people who are considered underrepresented. When you are designing policy and drafting political declarations, please remember that there are millions of people affected by leprosy who are looking to have their voices heard and their needs met. The Summit of the Future would be a good place to start. Third, remember organizations of persons affected by leprosy. This point is crucial. Persons affected by leprosy are not a passive group who are hoping their rights will be recognized. They are human rights campaigners who are organized and searching for opportunities to have their voices heard and their rights achieved. Across the world, there are organizations of persons affected by leprosy who have worked their way from humble beginnings to become professional organizations. They have helped their communities through the darkest days of the pandemic and have earned the respect of the local level that few in this realm could even dream of. As we seek to localize the CRPD, organizations of persons affected by leprosy are untapped potential for other OPDs, for civil society, and for governments. Remember this. Seek out our leaflet about them, which is among the other leaflets in Conference Room 4, and come and speak to me or to my colleagues so that we can forge new partnerships. Thank you.